if I were a rich man. Yabble diddle diddle double diddle 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 die. All day long I'll diddle diddle die if I were a wealthy man.
Hey everyone, we're here at Fetzbach's 2 Days of Nachas concert series, about to interview singer Dudu Fisher. Take a look. What did your mother always tell you as a kid?
Be a doctor. Forget singing. I mean, singing is nice for the bathroom, she said. She used to say, singing is very good for the bathroom, it's good for guests, you know, if you learn how to play a little piano, you can make parties, you'll be very popular with the kids, with the girls, you know. But for profession, be a doctor. In one of the shows that I did when I did Les Mis on Broadway, and I came, of course, from Israel, where I did the show in Hebrew. So in one of the scenes on Broadway, sometimes, you know, when you lose your concentration, and I started singing the Hebrew. The guy who was standing with me was going, what are you saying? No. And then I cut myself and I said, this was bizarre.
Tell us one of your greatest accomplishments in your singing career.
My biggest achievement was to get a contract which specifically says that Dudu Fisher will be excused from shows on Friday night and Saturday matinees and all Jewish holidays. This was never done before, till I was there in 95, and unfortunately it never happened again. because it's very difficult to get a contract like this. If you go to any casting office today in New York, everybody knows my name. Everybody knows Dudu Fisher never played on Friday night and Saturday matinees. Listen, Cameron McIntosh, who is the world famous producer of all the big shows that you know today, if it's Phantom of the Opera, and if it's Les Mis, if it's Cats, if it's Miss Saigon, Five Guys Named Mo. I mean, he did all these musicals, and he gave me really a bit, and he's not Jewish, of course. He's McIntosh is far from being Jewish, and he gave me this chance, and this is something that I will never forget, and I appreciate it till this very day. I love him very much, and I think that he did a great thing for the Jewish people.
If you can choose one Broadway play to act in, which one would you choose, and why?
Oh, this is a very tough question. No, of course, this is a very tough question. Of course, there is Fiddler on the Roof, which I would love to do. There is Oliver, which I'd love to play in Oliver. There's The Man of La Mancha, which I would love to play La Mancha. I'd love to play Phantom of the Opera. And by the way, Phantom of the Opera was almost done. It was almost a done deal, but again, the producers in London wouldn't agree to get another guy for Friday night. So it was a big, you know, sometimes you have a big, sometimes you feel very high. In this business, Bechlal, I mean, in this business, you know, when you do something, you feel one day you are on the top of the world, and the next day you are down there because of things that are happening. But I imagine that it's in every profession has this.
Why do those characters that you would play in those shows appeal to you?
Well, first of all, it's the musicality. I mean, in Phantom of the Opera, the musicality is amazing. Fiddler on the Roof, well, this is naturally, as a Jewish man, I would love to play Tevye. Tevye is a great character. I think that the writers did an amazing job here because of all the music that was written there. Oliver is amazing, an amazing role, even though he's a little bit anti-Jewish because he's supposed to be a Jewish guy, you know, Mr. Fagin, that he's training the little thieves, you know, but still it's a great actor's achievement to play such a role.
So what was your greatest regret in your acting career?
I think that the greatest one was Phantom of the Opera, when I was supposed to start Phantom of the Opera in London, and because of my yarmulke, I didn't do it, and it was tough. But look, I'll tell you something, I'm getting a lot of emails and telephone calls from young Jewish artists who are dying to be on stage. I'm not talking now only Broadway, I'm talking about, you know, just show business, to be in show business. And not in the Jewish world of show business, I'm talking about the secular world. And I have to tell them, unfortunately, you know, I have to tell them that they have to, if they choose this path and they want to stay with the yarmulke on their heads, right, they have to understand and know inside of them that they're going to go through hell. It's tough. It's very, very tough, because unfortunately, yarmulke and show business do not go hand in hand very well. I still hope, I have a big hope, that one day the doors will be open for a lot of Orthodox Jewish people who would like to stay religious or traditional and not play on Friday, and respect this Friday night thing and Saturday matinee. And I really hope that it's going to happen.
What do you think about Fed Stock's idea to bring the Jewish community together to honor the Jewish heritage with joy and music?
I think it's great. I think it was a great idea. I think that all federations in America should go in the footsteps of Jewish Federation of South Florida, or whatever they call themselves, Jewish Federation of Florida.
Right.
I don't know.
You're Broward, the one that's
right.
the
Because I really think it's a good, and I'd go further a little. I would do something else. I would tell people, I will tell the kids who buy tickets for Matisiau to go see Matisiau to get half-price tickets to take their grandpa with him to see Matisiau. And I will tell exactly the opposite to the grandfathers or parents who are coming to watch me, that they can get half-price tickets for the kids or for the grandchildren, because this is really what brings generations together. And I think they did a fantastic job. And the truth is that, you see, the attendance is great. I mean, they're almost sold out. I mean, they were sold out last night. They're sold out tonight, and I'm very happy. And I'm very happy to be together with Matisiau, because many people do not know it, but I was the first person to bring Matisiau to Israel 7 years ago, when nobody knew who Matisiau was, and I brought him to Israel, and I sang with him in Israel. So for me to be with Matisiau together again, it's great. I think he's a great guy. I think he's a great artist, and I appreciate his music. I remember when I went to see him once in a little cellar of 50 people, you know, nobody knew who he was, and he blew me away.
Laden with happiness and tears.